What's up, everyone out there? Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Addicted Life. Today we're doing something that you guys always ask for. We're doing a little bank fishing mission. We've already kind of got underway, hiked back to our hole here. We're gonna be just bouncing around all over the river today, trying to cover as much water as possible. The river's kind of low, so not a lot of new fish pushing in. We think a lot of the fish that are gonna be in here are gonna be kind of held up. So we'll see. It's running at about 500 CFS, and we're kind of well into steelhead season now, so there should be some fish around, so I got pretty high hopes for today. Wish us luck. Thanks again for tuning in. Do not forget, if you're new to the channel, do us a huge favor. Go down here, subscribe, smash that thumbs up. Let's go catch some steelhead. All right, so I kind of already went through really quickly with a worm. We had a couple random suspicious bobber downs, but now what I'm gonna do is I got my sliding float here, 3/8 ounce, an inline 1/4 ounce weight down to my 1/8 ounce jig. This is a different new jig that I'm fishing. This is from a local tire out of Aberdeen called Brad's Jigs. So I'm trying this jig today, gonna see what's up. The water is low, the water's clear. It seems like Nightmare's been a really good color I'm hearing everywhere, you know, kind of the typical Nightmare steelhead jig that everyone fishes. So I'm gonna run it through here. They did not want the worm, or I just didn't put it in front of them, so hopefully they want the Nightmare jig. Did you see that? I mean, it buried, like 100% like gone buried. I was that deep, Rob. Yeah, I gotta try one more because I haven't stung him. Whatever it is. It's a trout, I know it. It's like a cutthroat or something. That was a fish, dude. 125%. Just start to stay off good right here. A nice 12, 13 pound chrome bright buck. Eating the ghost pink worm. Right next to that boulder, right there. Bobber down. Bobber not down. All right, everyone, so we got our day of steelhead fishing started, but I had to take a quick break real quick to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video. We got to give a huge shout out to Wild Alaskan Seafood Box for sponsoring this video. They've partnered with Addicted in 2021, and they're letting us take advantage of some of their awesome opportunities that they have with this box. What the Wild Alaskan Seafood Box is it's basically a super sustainable monthly subscription box where you can get wild Alaskan seafood directly from the source. There's these small Alaskan communities all over Alaska that are harvesting, you know, salmon, cod, rockfish, whatever it may be, crab. And this guy has basically empowered some of these people, some of his friends that he grew up with, to be able to take this seafood that they're catching in the oceans and in the rivers and all that stuff and bring it to people's doorsteps at a subscription price. So I'm gonna tell you guys really quick, I already took it out of the box and I froze it because I got it a couple days ago, but this is what came in my first box. So I got wild sockeye, another piece of wild sockeye, a little piece of Pacific cod, another piece of Pacific cod, Pacific cod, Pacific cod. I think these are all Pacific cod, and then last but not least, we got some rockfish as well. And so the cool thing about this Wild Alaskan Seafood Box is it's a monthly subscription box. You can do like this, what I did, which is like the combo where you get red and white meat, or you can do a white meat, or you can do just a red meat. They have like different ways you can choose the actual subscription on their website, and they're gonna give everyone on here $25 off their first box. And the other cool thing they're gonna do is free scallops for life. I don't know who doesn't love scallops. I love scallops, but you can get free scallops for life. You're just gonna use the code ADDICTED. We got it right here on the screen. Use the code ADDICTED on the Wild Alaskan Seafood Box's website and take advantage of this cool subscription. And do not leave this video. We got a grinder day of steelhead fishing ahead of us, some really cool scenery. We're gonna show you guys some cool tricks today in the episode. And then later on, I'm gonna be taking this rockfish and showing you guys just a really simple, cool recipe that I've done a lot as I've, you know, grown up here fishing in the Northwest. So stay tuned. Let's go back to the river and do some fishing. All right, everyone, so a little change of scenery. We're in my truck right now, making a move here. We fished a little bit of the lower river that we're on, and we didn't find any fish. So, you know, me being a fat kid at heart, I had to make a stop at Burgerville and get myself a cheeseburger. But Rob's making his way up to the next holes. We're gonna head upriver a little bit and keep searching. Again, it's tough out here. There's not a lot of fish, but we're hoping we can get a big one. So keep following us. This is gonna turn it into a grind. So let's just keep fishing, keep hunting, and hope for the best. Found ourselves some little treasure on the bank. I'm gonna actually, this thing's all busted up and messed up, but it's pretty much trash at this point, so I'm gonna take it off the river. It's really important, guys, as sportsmen, you know, every time I come out here, and I wanna start showing this more in our videos, but we try to like pick up trash when we see it and not leave trash on the banks. This kind of stuff, especially if it's like an impact from a sportsman. I try to clean it up on the bank, and you guys should practice that as well. So let's all make an effort as addicts when we're out on the banks, when we're out on the rivers, pick up trash when you see it. I'm gonna make a good effort to just try to pick up a bunch of trash today. Well, at this point, addicts, I'm getting pretty discouraged, I'm not gonna lie. It's 12:36, we got about 4.5 hours of daylight left. We're working hard, folks. Rob's been fishing a lot of beads. We've been fishing jigs. We've been switching out our colors. We got spoons. We're fishing spinners. We are throwing the damn plethora at them. All you can do is keep trying. Do you guys like that word, plethora? Yeah, I guess you didn't know I had that in my vocabulary, did you? You guys were all like, what's that word? I'm educated. All right, I'm gonna get one right here, folks. Right after I snag Rob's rod in this tree. Oh, the perfect cast. That deserves a fish. Right there, just drained. Dude, even the cameraman's getting discouraged right now. I can see it in his face. He's like, these guys suck, dude. If I had a rod right now, I would have hooked one already. I just had one. Oh my God. Man, addicts. Oh, it was floating through there perfectly and it just drained. I set the hook. I got like one little wah, and he popped off. Unbelievable. On the freaking peach marabou jig. I've been trying to downsize a little bit, and one thing about these marabou jigs is they don't have near the profile in the water as like a rabbit fur or our Sink It series jigs. So sometimes when the water gets super low, clear, a lot of visibility, I'll go to something like this where it doesn't have a lot of profile and hook fish. And I don't know why in the world that thing popped off, because my hook is sharp. This is a brand new jig. Oh, it's really turning into one of those days, folks. I feel like a big crybaby, but that's depressing. Well, if you want to catch steelhead from the bank, this is what you got to do. Sometimes you got to climb cliffs, go through the brush to get to the good holes. Oh, man, that got my heart racing. Looks so good in there. I was just waiting for it to go down. That's not what you want. So guys, if you're watching this and you get one of these wind knots, like I got right here. The key to that is just be patient with it. Don't pull on it all tight. Like you can see it's starting to wrap up right there. What I'll do is I'll back off of it. If it starts doing that, pull it back out towards itself, and then just slowly unwind it like so, and then save your setup. If you, what I found is if you try like pulling on those fast, all it does is tie itself into a knot or do something like that. So good little trick is just to be patient with that. That's all I ask. Just one fish. Here we are. Rob went home for the day.
Till we meet again.
Bye, Rob. He's got to go do some family stuff tonight. It's 3 o'clock. We got, what, hour and 45 minutes left, Sean?
Yeah.
Probably an hour and 45 minutes left. We're giving her hell, guys. I'm not giving up. We're trying to find one. Damn, dude. I thought this was gonna be it, Sean. All right, everyone, here we are. Man, that was a tough day of steelhead fishing. Me and Rob literally from morning, like as soon as it hit daylight until it was dark, Rob actually left a little bit early and I just continued to grind it out and try to fish to get you guys a fish for that episode. We don't show that a lot, you know. Some of these times we're trying as hard as we can just to get one fish for you guys so you guys can enjoy these episodes. And hopefully you guys like to see the grind sometimes too, where it's out, it's real life. You know, sometimes you just don't catch them, and that was one of those days. But that's all right, because I got the Wild Alaskan Seafood box here. If you guys didn't see the first little part, basically don't forget, use the code ADDICTED on Wild Alaskan Seafood box to get a special little discount, $25 off, and some other cool little advantages like free scallops for life. I'm gonna cut into this thing here. We're gonna talk about the recipe that I like to do. This is a super simple recipe. I actually did this a lot when I was single before I got married to my wife because it's just so easy. It's super easy. You can buy a couple ingredients and it's a tasty little recipe. You can use any fish like this, rockfish, lingcod. You can use perch. Smallmouth bass is a good one to use if you like those, or largemouth bass if you have an area where you can keep those. Don't be keeping the big ones though. Let those big ones go spawn. But anyway, I'm going to cut this thing open here with my Gerber knife. We're gonna pull these. This was rockfish, basically frozen mixed rockfish from Alaskan Gold. So we're gonna cut this open here. Pour out some of this juice. I defrosted it today. Set this rockfish out on the little cutting board. Okay, so you got your fish laid out here. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of cut it up into chunks. So I'm just gonna get some nice chunk stuff cut up into here. Make sure you have a sharp knife. All right, so what I'm doing here, guys, is just a simple fish taco. So I'm gonna take some of this. This is some of my favorite stuff right here. It's this Mrs. Dash's Fiesta Lime Seasoning Blend. So this is brand new. I actually just got this a couple days ago from the store. So I'm gonna pop her on open here. And then I'm just going to start to season her up. Get her. I like to do a lot of seasoning. You guys are gonna see why, because I'm gonna kind of cook it all off as I put it into the pan. Flip her over. I like to season both sides here. Now, we're gonna get our pan hot here. Turn this thing up to like 6. And we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here to get this thing rolling. One thing I like to eat with my fish tacos is a little Del Monte Fiesta corn. So I'm gonna open this thing up. Already got my pan right here. We're gonna get that thing kind of just heating up. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil here. And then we're gonna let this olive oil just kind of heat up a little bit before we throw our fish in. And then I'm gonna cook this fish in a way that not a lot of people do. I'm gonna like put it in there and I'm just gonna kind of break it up. I like to just, with my fish taco, I like to just kind of chunk the meat out. You guys saw in a recent episode of our ice fishing episode, which I'll drop a link down below, we did a similar technique when we cooked the perch. We just kind of broke all the meat up, and it works really good. And it's nice when you're kind of feeding multiple people, they can make the tacos. And I'll start, so when I'm trying to see if my oil's hot enough, I'll just kind of watch the oil and wait till I start seeing it do little bubbles or little movements in it to where I know it's heated up enough. The other thing you can do is you can take your fish and just do a little check. Like that, just kind of drop it in, not hot enough. So I want to get it a little hotter because when that fish hits, I want it to start fizzling right away. Oh, I think she's ready, folks. Oh, you hear it? Hear the light sizzle? Oh yeah, you can see it. She's a sizzling. If only YouTube could figure out a way to like, you guys could like click a button and you could like smell the tacos through the camera. Give this video a thumbs up if you wish YouTube would do that. Ooh, it smells so good. Okay, so you guys can see, if you get in here close, you can see it's starting to kind of whiten up on the edges here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do my first flip. You don't want it to burn. As it's whitening up on the edges. Yeah, see that one? It's already starting to get kind of crispy. Oh yeah, we're getting, stuff's getting rocking here, baby. And then I like to add a little pepper here. And then I'm gonna also just add a little salt. And then what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start, once it gets ready, which it's, this one's starting to get ready. See how it's broken up there? I'm gonna start kind of breaking this stuff up. It's gonna help it cook really evenly. And then again, like I said, I love this for when I'm dishing up my fish tacos. Allows you to make, it seems like it goes a lot farther. You can feed a little bit more people with it when you do it this way. Oh yeah, look at that, just juicing, guys. If you guys could smell this right now, you'd be in heaven. So now I've let it kind of cook on that side again. So now I'm just gonna start kind of doing some flipping, rotating. You're just gonna kind of move it around like this in here and just kind of get the heat evenly distributed and just cook this fish all the way through. All right, guys, I can tell we're getting close here. So now what I'm gonna do, and this is literally simply for flavor, and you don't wanna overdo it, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of butter in here. I'm gonna add just a couple little dibbles of butter. One on that side, and then one on that side. How about that? And then just let that stuff just kind of melt in there. It's gonna add just a little extra flavor to that fish. And you can tell this fish is really starting to get done. Whoo! Look at me, dude, Chef Boyardee. Oh, look at our corn's boiling. Corn's a-boiling, so we're gonna turn that down to low. So the last thing that I do to these to try to get a little bit of a crisp on them is I'll kind of layer them out like this, so it's kind of like a pancake. And I'll let them kind of just hopefully start crisping up on one side. Just give them a couple minutes here. And then you can see when I start to take it up off the pan, it's sticking. So that's the crisp I'm looking for. Oh yeah. We're good. We gotta turn this off. We're gonna overcook. We're gonna overcook her. But see that little crisp it's got right there? You can see the little crispiness. Oh yeah. We're in business, folks. You guys are always acting like Jordan's the cook. Look at me up in here, dude. You don't even know. You don't even know about my skills. Okay, then what I've been doing over here, guys, we want to get this other pan kind of heated up so we can warm our little tortilla shells up. Pam. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna heat up my tortilla. Okay, now we're gonna show you guys the real trick to this whole little fish taco recipe that I love to do. What I do is I go to the store and I get one of these fresh express kits. But the key is you gotta get the Southwest version, and it's gonna come with green and red cabbage, green leaf lettuce, carrots, green onions, and then it's gonna have a jalapeno ranch dressing, Mexican blend cheeses, yellow and blue tortilla strips. So it's gonna literally have every single ingredient you need to make a good fish taco. Boom, look at that. There's all your dressings. There's all your little, there's everything you need for your fish taco right there in a bag. Plus, you got all your veg. You got all your veggies. We got our cheese. We got our little crispy tortillas, and we got our ranch. Oh yeah, this is, oh, there we go. Now she's getting crispy. Look at it crisping up there, folks. So what I like to do is while it's on there, I like to put a little cheese on there just to melt some cheese. Get some cheese on there. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, tortilla number 1 is done. Let's get number 2 on there. Look at that, guys. Look at that crisp on the back. Just perfection. We're gonna take some of our fish here. Oh, it smells good, Sean. We're gonna add some fish on there on top of that cheese. And then we're gonna take a little bit of our veggies here. I'm gonna spritz a little veggie on there. And then we're gonna take some of our little crunchy chips. We're gonna put a little of those on there just for a little texture. Not a lot, you don't wanna overdo it. I like to take a lime and just squeeze some lime juice on there. And then I'm gonna take this, and this is gonna be your dressing for the fish taco. So I'm gonna just last but not least, no, oh, we're burning our other one. We're burning our other one, Sean. That's all right though. I saved it in time. I saved it in time. That's like a good little, that might be actually taste good. Add a little flavor to it. Sean's literally laughing at me, guys. Okay, nothing is complete without a little tapatio. Just some little dabs of tapatio. Okay, there we go. I think we got a damn good fish taco there, folks. Let's get this other one off of here before we ruin it. Let's get some more cheese on here on this guy. Some fish on here. Oh yeah. Got our little garnish here. Add some chips for some crunch. Got some lime juice here. Got our dressing here. Oh yeah. Last but not least, tapatio. And then, to top it all off, if you were making this for a meal for yourself, take a little corn. There you have it, folks. Masterpiece. I'm gonna basically just, what am I gonna do here? I'm gonna fold one, I think, that way. I'll fold one that way. Make myself kind of like a little burrito here. Ooh, hoo, hoo, looky there. Let's try her out. Dude, Sean, you gotta get in here, dude. This is so freaking good. You know what I like to do is just, you always just take a bite of the taco. Get a little bite of corn in there. You guys can see literally how easy that was. I didn't have to go to the store and buy 15 freaking ingredients. I literally had my fish. I bought my Fresh Kit Express that came with everything I needed to make fish tacos. If you were making this for a family, you could buy a couple of these kits and you'd have enough to do it. It's a quick, easy, dirty way to make an amazing fish taco. All right, well, hopefully you guys learned something with this little quick catch and cook. Again, it was a grinder of a steelhead today, but we appreciate you guys tuning into our videos. Don't forget, head over to Wild Alaskan Seafood Box. Use the code ADDICTED. I got a link in the description down below. You guys can get fresh seafood delivered to your door if you're not catching it at your house or you don't have access to it, or you just want more fish because you're not getting enough. So take advantage of it. We appreciate them. They're one of our sponsors. They sponsored this video and they're going to be sponsoring more into the future. So they're helping us chase our dreams. So go support them. Thanks again so much for tuning in. If you guys want to watch more of our content, make sure you click this video right here. We got a banger for you right here to watch. And then if you're brand new to the channel, tap the subscribe button. And to all of our subscribers out there, I know I say it all the time, but I truly, truly mean it. We appreciate every single one of you. Here's today's comment of the day. And we'll see you on the river. Out.